They successfully hooked up, so we are ready to go. A1, chemo 1. So day 1 of chemo is done, and I'm gonna lay down a bit in a minute. I had the immunotherapy first, which just was a drip in my arm, and then I had a injection into my stomach, and got hooked up to the chemo. For chemo, I had to have on my hands and my feet essentially an ice pack, which was super weird, called cryotherapy. It's supposed to protect your nerves from peripheral neuropathy, which is like the losing feeling in your fingers because of the chemo. And the idea is that you put your fingers in an ice pack and your toes in an ice pack, and that somehow magically protects them more from that. But I was nervous to do it because they said something about a risk of me getting, what's it called? Frostbite. So it's like an anti-glove. You know, a glove's supposed to protect your fingers from the cold. You stick your fingers into the cold and you leave them there. And then you keep it there for like the front end and the back end of the chemo as it's going through, which takes about an hour. And it felt very unnatural at first, and my fingers did not like it and my toes did not like it, but it got better over time because the thing was thawing out partly. So I felt like it was doable in the end, and I kept it on the whole time. The real challenges for me with this first one, I thought, was getting cannulated, because I've been a pincushion before and I have some needle phobia. I have had veins close up somewhat, or just bad experiences from having been a medical pincushion a lot in the past, and I've had infusions in the past. I was on a drug called Remicade for Crohn's disease, where I had to sit there in the chair with one, and I thought I would get better at it, but I was actually getting more phobic each time I had one, and I was worried about the same happening for this. So if you are a praying person, that's one of my biggest struggles at the moment, is just the idea of someone sticking something into me. And I really struggled with the hormone injection into my stomach for the same reason, because I just don't like the idea of it. And they came with it was like a metal needle, and they stick something in you, so it's not just like a fluid, it's like a thing, I don't know, it's like a tablet. I'm explaining this badly, but it felt weird. Very unpleasant, and I'm going to have to do it again and again until they decide to stop. So I need the mental fortitude to do that. I feel like a lot of this is a mind game. But I'm relieved that that first one is over. I didn't have a reaction, and when I got home, I decided to go for a walk around the block in the sunshine, because I wanted to get some normal sensations happening in my body, because a lot of the medical side of things, you feel like you're a lump of meat and you have to put up with a lot of unpleasant physical sensations. So I think it's a good, healthy thing to kind of get out of that state and into a positive state. So going for a walk for me felt better, because it was a nice physical thing that my body could do. But that's the first one done and dusted. I do feel just worn out emotionally as well, but I'll cover that in another time. Thanks for listening.